that is recorded video also will be there. I will record it here, and after, I think, within few hours, that will be available in your mobile also. That completed class, after a few hours, it will come. You can open it and you can watch it. So you might have seen last day, when we were testing the software, we recorded 1 minute, 2 minute, one recorded video was there. You might have seen that. Like that, complete class will be recorded, and that also can be seen later on. So one that feature is also there. So be very careful about using these matters, and you should not try to add your friends, those who are not in the class, and that will make a lot of disturbance. That is a major problem other app we faced with some code names. They may come to enter into the class. We may not know who all are entering. Every day entrance is there. Every day admit and take the class. But here in this software, it is not like that. Once we may admit, after that just continue the class. So like that it will be. And those who have connected to teachment, try to open your video. I want to see your video also, how the clarity is, and how it works, that I want to see. Audio, you put it off, because lot of disturbance will be there, or all your video may make disturbance. Only video, put it on, so that I can see how it is. Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon. Okay, these are the matters related to this teachment app, and other further matters you yourself may experience it. After that, we may continue it. Now, we are going to discuss Act 1 and 2 revision we have done. Now we are going to see Act Act 3, Scene 1. That also completed in the last class, and already you have learned and appeared for the examination. Still, we have to discuss just what was the major incident happened there in Act 3, Scene 1. Act 3, Scene 1 is in the street of Venice. Here, Salarino and Salanio are talking to each other. Their major subject matter is the sad demise in Antonio's life. Means Antonio's business totally failed, because Antonio's cargo ship were said to be sink into the sea. The first information was about a ship which was passing through the English Channel, and it sink into the English Channel, and some people believe that it was a gossip, and some other people believe that it is a reality, and Antonio is not able to continue his business. Anyway, Salarino and Salanio are very much worried about, and they started to pray to God, so that he should not have, and Antonio should not have such a sad demise. But they are ready to accept the reality that it might have happened. Then also, Antonio should not have that much sadness and ill feeling, so that here they are ready to meet Antonio and to talk to Antonio. Till that time, Shiloh comes to the scene, and Salarino and Salanio ask Shylock about the new information from Rialto. Rialto was the place where all the businessmen gathered together for meeting and to help each other to go give and receive help for their business is mostly conducted, mostly arranged in Rialto. So Rialto was considered as the meeting place for the business, and as a word meaning, it is given there that it was the stock exchange. Stock exchange not as equal to the modern stock exchange. It was to help each other by giving and receiving money. So and to not only money and other safety measures, the security guards, like that, so many matters they discussed and helped. There, almost all the matters related to business and businessmen were discussed. That was why Salarino and Salanio asked Shylock, what is the new information in Venice? But Shylock thought that it was an insult because Shylock's daughter Jessica was with Lorenzo, and both of them eloped earlier, and it was the serious matter in Shylock's mind. He really thought that it it was the discussion between Salarino and Salanio was about Shylock's daughter. So Shylock told that you should not try to insult me. Everybody knew that my daughter has gone with a Christian, and no need to make a fun of it. Then Salarino and Salanio says that subject matter were not a new thing for them because it was known to them before their escape, before their elopement, and all the arrangements for their elopement also was known to them. Then Shylock told that it should not have happened, and my daughter will go to hell because she cheated her father and deceived her father, and it should not have happened. Then Salarino and Salanio directly and indirectly supported Jessica because they also were the part of their elopement, and Shylock was not that much aware of that matter. Anyway, when they were discussing, Shylock told that yeah, whatever the sad incident happened in his life, another person also is suffering a lot, who is none other than Antonio. Shylock is satisfied and happy because he is not only the person suffering from various problems. Uh, Shylock says that Antonio, his enemy, is also suffering from some other problems in business related to ship and all. So he is ready to forget all his own problem, and he turned his mind towards the happiness out of his jealous and the sadness and difficulties faced by Antonio. Then Salarino also says that uh, Antonio is in danger. That is right, but whatever the situation, Antonio will not be uh, ready to return the money on time because he may not have that much money. Still, Shylock will not ask for a pound of flesh, but Shylock says that he will ask for a pound of flesh, and it is his right, and he wants to do his revenge only through this pound of flesh. That pound of flesh is the only way to do his revenge on Antonio. For that, Shiloh gave a long explanation, and all the explanation summarizes like that only. Shylock as a Jewish fellow and Antonio as a Christian, having equal right and equal duties in in their life. And some examples also told both are having similar type of food, both are having similar type of diseases, both may receive same type of medicines for their disease, and both may have revenge as equal to each other. Means Antonio has the right to do his revenge, Shylock also having the right to do his revenge. So Shylock says that Antonio only teach me to do revenge on his enemies. So Shylock follow it, and Shylock's enemy is Antonio, and he has the right to do his revenge on Antonio, and there will not be any objection about it because both are Antonio and Shylock are equal to each other. Only difference is their religious difference, but biologically, physically, socially, uh, like politically, each and every way, both both are equal. So both are having the equal right to do their revenge. Till that time, a servant came to Salarino and Salanio and told that Antonio is free and he is ready to meet Salarino and Salanio. Both of them went to Antonio's house. Till there, Shylock met with his own friend. His name was Tubal, and Tubal is another money lender, and both having almost similar character, similar way of behavior, and belong to same religion. And Tubal was coming from Genova. Genova was the place where Jessica and Lorenzo uh, remain, and they believe that they escaped from they escaped from uh, Venice to Genova, and Shylock sent Tubal and his men to catch them with the treasure they have stolen, so that he may get back his daughter as well as the wealth, especially wealth he wanted to get back. Then all of you, once you read it, this much, but once you read it, I think that a call from somebody may not be able to connect. Maybe something serious that I want to talk to. Now, that much part once you read it, just read it. Come back to the class. Here, Tubal came back from Genova and informed Shylock that he came to know that Jessica and Lorenzo were there in Genova, but where they were, exact where they were was unknown to him. He spent many days there in Genova, he himself and his men, but he was unable to get the proper information, and the major aim he failed to attain. That was none other than to get back the treasure, stolen wealth that he was not able to get back. After listening this, Shylock got angry. His major aim was to get back his treasure, and he spent a huge amount for the journey of Tubal and his men. But Shylock was thinking that within few days his treasure will come back and Tubal would do his duty sincerely. But Tubal came back with empty handed, and he informed that he was not able to meet Jessica and Lorenzo directly. Only information he got that they were there. Then Tubal got very angry, but Tubal was very clever. He turned his attention of Shylock from him to Antonio. He told that on his journey he got another information, that was Antonio's ship and its sad end. One of the ship sink into the sea, and when the ship sink, the sailors escaped from there. When they escape, they came to Tubal's ship, and they informed Tubal that Antonio's ship has sunk into the sea, and they all escaped from there for their safety. Means with clear proof, he made it clear that Antonio is going to be a bankrupt. He will not be able to continue his business, and that itself was the only information for Shylock to be happy. That was Tubal's clever plan. So Shylock turned his attention from Tubal to Antonio, and he expressed his happiness. Then he asked the details about it, and he gave all the details. When he was very happy, when Antonio and Shylock was very happy about Antonio's matter, in between, a sad information also given to him. Tobel told that on his way from Genova to Venice, a particular rich man was there in the ship, and he showed a ring. That ring was from Jessica. Jessica gave the ring to buy a monkey. Means that man kept a monkey with him. A trained monkey was with him, and Jessica was very much like to get it. And in return for the monkey, Jessica gave a diamond ring. After listening, Shylock became very angry. Shylock kept that ring as a precious treasure, and it was the part of his life. His wife Leigh gave him just before their marriage. Just marriage was conducted. Sorry, just before the marriage conducted. Before marriage, as a first gift, Leigh handed over this ring to Shylock. So Shylock kept it as a very like that. Shylock had a shock about it. But Tubal again turned his attention towards Antonio's uh, ship wreckage, and made him satisfied, so that Shylock's revenge is more important for him than anything else. That Tubal understood. Then both Tubal and Shylock together planned to go to their Jewish church known as synagogue. Jewish religious place of worship is known as synagogue. There they plan to go, and it is the wrong way of religious activity. That also we have to remember. To spoil somebody's name, to spoil somebody's life, or any other negative purpose, if we pray to God, that prayer will be considered as a negative prayer. Negative prayer also will have result, but that result also will be negative, and the person who conduct the prayer will suffer it. Means here Shylock is going to pray to God to spoil the business of Antonio and the entire sad life of Antonio is his wish. But later on, that all will return to Shylock and Shylock's life will be spoiled. So that also we have to remember. Negative prayer also will have impact. That negative impact will not be as we wish, that will come the negative result, and the opposite person will suffer. Means whoever pray for spoiling somebody's life, the person who is praying will suffer. So these are the matters related to Act 3 Scene 1. Then we are going to the next scene, that is 10th class first scene, that we have to start now. Before that, once more you go through it, the completed part, and wherever any doubt is there, that you can ask, and after that we will continue with the next. Act 3 scene 2 is in Belmont. Here the third suitor is going to choose the casket. Then you might have thought that many suitors, not the third one, many suitors came to Belmont to choose the casket. It was right. Act 1 scene 2, a number of suitors were mentioned, but only two suitors were ready to open the casket, ready to choose the casket. Others were afraid of to choose the casket. One or other reason they told, and they went back home. Only Morocco was ready at first. Later on, Prince of Aragon came forward and chose the casket. In that way, if we consider, Bassanio is the third suitor to choose the casket. Others only just came, but they were not ready to, they were afraid of to choose the casket. They thought that that will affect your reputation if they fail to choose the casket. So Bassanio is the third suitor with confidence uh, came up to choose the casket. Scene 2, Belmont, a room in Portia's house. Enter Bassanio, Portia, Graciano, Neresa, and attendants. Then these were the major people in that room. Bassanio, Portia, Graciano, Neresa, these were the persons, and their attendants. Attendants means servants. Bassanio servants, then Portia servants. Graciano is one almost equal to a friend to Bassanio. Neresa is not a friend but assistant. All the other servants of both of them means Bassanio and Portia. Portia, I pray you, tarry, pause a day or two. Portia wanted to wanted to marry Bassanio. Directly, the marriage proposal is not possible. According to the lottery system made by her father, he has to choose the right casket. And Portia is not willing to send Bassanio soon to choose the casket. Hurriedly, if he reaches there, he may make a mistake. He may choose the wrong casket. It will affect their relationship. That is why he requested Bassanio to stay there 1 or 2 days before you hazard. Before taking a risk, you have to spend 1 or 2 days for in choosing wrong, because I have a doubt that you may choose a wrong casket, and if you choose the wrong casket, there is no other excuse. He has to go back. I lose your company relationship. I may miss your relationship. Therefore, forbear a while. So tell you, I request you to stay here for a while. There is something tells me in my mind. There is lot of thoughts in my mind about you, but it is not love. That cannot be told as love, because there they do not have a love relationship, because they only known to each other. They both think that to marry each other, but they have not conveyed it. They have not uh, got any opportunity to discuss this matter. Just it was only a plan in their mind, so that cannot be considered as the love affair, only an interest. I would not lose you. I don't want to leave you without choosing the right casket, without and leaving her behind. And you know yourself, but you also know, you also may have, means Basani also may have the same thought in his mind. Hate counsel, not in such a quality, but nobody is interested to listen too much advices. Advices are not liked by anybody. Advice is not very encouraging matter for anybody. So I don't want to advise you. But least you should not understand me well. But little bit advice should be there. Otherwise, you may not understand anything. Some people having the habit of giving advice continuously. But some people may not give any advice, just an instruction. You have to do this and that. If you do this and this way, it will go good. It will be nice. That will be enough. So Portia told that I don't want to give you a long advice, but some instruction should be given to you. I could teach you how to choose right. I am able to tell you which is the right casket and in which way you have to choose it. That I am able to say, able to tell you. I could teach you how to choose the right, but then I am foresawn. There is a problem. The problem is like that only. If I tell you the truth, that will be the break promise. I have already given a strong promise before my father. Before his death, there was a strong promise, and promise is that according to father's instruction, she will she will be ready to marry a person. That means the person who choose the right casket will be her husband. That was the promise. If she point out Bassanio that this is the right casket, that will be a break promise. So will I never be? That I am not able to, that I am not ready to tell. So may you miss me. But there is another problem. If I will not be ready to tell you when you are ready to choose the wrong casket, then what may be? Then you so may you miss me. Then you may choose the wrong casket, and there will not be any relationship developed. Then you may leave the place, and I will be in depression. But if you do, you will make me wish a sin. If you are very much adamant to choose the wrong casket, I will be forced to tell you this is not the right casket, the other one is the right casket. Then another problem will be, then Portia will be considered as a break promiser, means a sinner, wrongdoer will be considered. that I had been forsown. Before your eyes, they have overlooked me and divided me. When you look at me, my heart will be divided into two halves. The one half of me is yours. One half of the heart will be yours, the other half yours. The second heart means the wholeheartedly you, then the heart, the mind, and my thought all will be yours. And that means I am totally influenced by you. And so all yours. You will be considered. Then you are able to influence my mind and my life. So, to develop a proper relationship between us is very important. This, no, I would say, but if mine, then yours, and so all yours. Like that, the entire relation, the entire mind and heart will be controlled by you. Here, there is a difference between the honor and the ownership right. If we have a thing with us, our own thing, we have the right to use it, misuse it, spoil it, hand over it. But here, Portia says that the heart is mine, the mind is mine, but it is managed and controlled by you. So that is why this time is entirely different way I have to think about. Means I am not able to take a decision without you. So your presence and your support is very necessary for me. I already uh, suppose that you are going to be my husband. So that thought I am not ready to leave. And so, though yours, not yours, prove it so. Let fortune go to hell, for it not I. I am not ready to live my life uh, as a wife of anybody else. Means I am not ready to marry any other person. I am only ready to marry you. If the good fortune is not in favor of, still I am not ready to live my life according to the consideration of, for the consideration of the good luck. If the luck is in favor of me or not, I am not ready to accept the fortune. I want to get Bassanio as my husband. I speak too long. I have given you a long explanation, but it is to pace the time. I want to spend more time because to ache it and to draw it out in length. When I consume more and more time, you may get more time to spend here. During that time, you may be able to understand which is the right casket. That is my purpose, to stay you from election, and you should be denied to choose the casket hurriedly. You can make use of maximum time here, spend maximum time here, so that you may be able to choose the right casket. That is my aim. Like that, Portia told that, told a long explanation so that Bassanio should choose the right casket. Till there, you have to read it, and the completed part word meaning you have to learn it. As I have already told you, till Act 3, Scene 2, the workbook and all the summary and everything what you have done earlier, that should be completed and kept with you. And whenever the school start, immediately I have to check it. So that's all today's class. And what will be how you experience the new application, that any difficulties were there, that you can personally contact me and tell me. And that's all today's class. Bye.